original ganja smoking top cap passing through with another one for the Mungo high grade selection. What tell them say? Tell them already, me I tell them again. Tell them already, me I tell them again. So me a herbalist.
There are fewer female artists in reggae than there are male artists, and I don't know why that should be. We've got a lot of favourites that we love working with. Susy obviously I'd have to mention. We do loads with her live shows, a lot of recording, we've got a lot more releases coming out with her. Then there's Marina P from Italy, living in France, who's doing quite a lot of work. I hope she's going to get busier in the coming years because she's got an incredible talent. And then Warrior Queen as well, we've been working with quite a lot, haven't seen so much of her recently. But as well, there are many other great female Jamaican artists. Queen Ifrica is absolutely incredible. And then Sister Carol, Sister Nancy we worked with.
Even like 80s style artists like Lady Anne, Super Chick, Shelly Thunder are all female artists who maybe aren't so well known, like especially like Super Chick or Shelly Thunder, but really have influenced a lot of female MCs. I'm sure if you spoke to a lot of women who chat on the mic and who are in a sound system session, that they would cite those people as a real influence to what they're doing.
Dancehall is quite a wide concept, I think, that takes in a lot of music that I really like. There was a time where I definitely started listening less to Jamaican dancehall, mainly, I must admit, because of the subject matter, the homophobic, sexist lyrics that kind of took my enjoyment away from the music quite a lot. Yeah, just a kind of materialistic culture. Yeah, that to my mind doesn't fit with how I understand the roots of the music.
Personally, I prefer a lot of dancehall from the 80s and like early to mid 90s, and I think from after there you can really see the music being strongly influenced by R&B, like the kind of R&B styles in America, and comes a lot more kind of lyrics that I don't really agree with, and a lot of styles that I don't like as much. You know, you should concentrate on sticking to the roots of the music and trying to be conscious with it rather than taking influence from somewhere else.
But at the same time, I think that there was, certainly in the UK and I'm sure in many places, a wholesale rejection of dancehall culture by a more rootsy scene, which I kind of understand, but then that almost came to a bad level in itself, in that certain people saw themselves as somehow superior or better than other people, and I think that is also something that's quite wrong. And you know, you have to accept that the music, it is also about celebration. It's about kind of quite gritty, everyday, normal things, men and women meeting each other, and I don't think that's to be rejected. I don't think one excludes the other in any way necessarily, and I think to do that and to set yourself and what you do somehow as better than something else can be dangerous.
I think there's a definite message with reggae and dub dancehall music, like today in 2012, is the way I'd see it is it brings people together. Like when people come to, especially like a sound system dance, they'll all tell you that they came away from it, and it's not about necessarily being a Rasta man or, you know, chanting down Babylon, but just coming away from it and feeling like there's a weight off your shoulders, and that, you know, you had a good time, and a lot of different people were there, a lot of different creeds, colours, you know, and it's just something people can share together.
A feeling of positivity about stuff, kind of some sort of sense that while things may not be all well with the world, there is reason to be optimistic, there is reason to have faith in your fellow man, and there's reason to celebrate as well. I got my dreadlocks about 12 years ago. I first put them in, you know, I was into reggae and all of that, so I guess that was kind of why. And you know, I've still got them, some of them. For me, do have a positive symbolic value in terms of your outlook on life, in terms of living in a society where some of the people do look a bit freaky. They don't necessarily try and conform to some sort of sense of normality or and the values that go along with that. The idea that all we're after is a nicer car and a nicer house and a better job and more security in material ways. That yeah, I mean, I think it kind of shows you're not someone that works in a bank. You're not someone that puts on a suit and tie necessarily to create some kind of aura or mystique about yourself in that way. And I find it quite a good challenge to people as well, and also how I like to think that I'm living my life and somehow debunking a myth that everyone with dreadlocks is lazy or doesn't get stuff done, or I like to think I wouldn't particularly want to judge anybody for what they want to do or what they feel brings them joy, happiness, spiritual insight or oblivion or whatever they're looking for with that.